there's a deer. He's just hanging out on the road. Oh, there's our fawn. Oh, look. Ow. I heard that little fawn bang this morning. Oh, he's so cute. Oh. Good morning. Well, I'm not even sure how many miles I'm going to do today. I'm thinking to go to this one campsite. It has a water source, new to Pulte or something like that. But I think it's just going to depend on the day as far as terrain goes. And since it's pretty unpredictable, I don't know what to expect yet, how I'm feeling. But I'll probably at least go to that campsite, if not go on past that to the shelter. Just on Gut Hooks, it doesn't say whether or not the shelter has tent sites. So that's like a big deal because I don't want to sleep in shelter. Let alone I don't really think it's supposed to be, but I'm not really sure on that. But I don't want to anyway. Well, my pad completely deflated last night. Like, yeah, I pretty much slept on the ground. I mean, I had my pink pad, my foam pad, and hike and talk. I had the pink pad, and it was like a grassy area, so it was real soft. It still was not super comfortable, but it wasn't the worst thing in the world. I'm thinking about contacting Big Agnes, see if they'd send me another one. I'm also thinking just to have Jerry send me my other pad, but he wouldn't be able to mail it out till at least Monday. So, I don't know. I'm kind of thinking tonight I'm not even going to try to blow it up, because what I kept doing is it would deflate and then I would blow it back up, and as long as I laid on my back, it lasted a lot longer. But as soon as I turned on my side, it was like instant, which is weird. But I mean, I'm a side sleeper. I toss and turn. That's just how I am. So I don't know. Tonight I might just try not to even use it and not even worry about it. But anyway, these are the adventures of thru hiking. And I just do think this is something, it's really kind of not, you can research gear all you want and buy what you think is the best, and stuff can still happen. I mean, that was not a cheap pad. It was more expensive than Thermarest. So you would think that would mean it would be good quality. I don't know. But anyway, well, I think I'm going to have like some climbing here very soon, I think, but I haven't yet, so I don't know. So, yeah, did hear a little bit of fireworks last night, which was pretty cool. I saw a deer and 2 fawns this morning. I think I only got 1 fawn on the video, but I saw 2. Anything else? I'm really missing my husband. I miss my husband. I miss my kids, my family. Really looking forward to the holidays. Spending time with everybody. But I am really missing my husband. We talk almost every single day, and sometimes several times a day. But I don't know. I think if you're someone who has a significant other or kids or family, people that you're close to, and you come out here and do something like this, I think you'll realize really quickly how much you miss them and how much that life that you had, that you thought, that I think sometimes we take for granted, the everyday stuff that we think, oh, my life's boring, I don't do anything. The flies love to hang out with me when I'm talking. Anyway, you just quickly miss that, and so, but I'm trying hard not to focus on it too much, because I want to finish this hike, and I don't want it to give me reason to start to want, I wanted to try to, as much as I can, enjoy being out here because I know when it's all over and I'm at home in my comfy couch and all that, I'm gonna be like, man, I miss the trail. I know I will, but it does make me appreciate what I have and how much more important that is to me than even doing stuff like this. So, but anyway, I've been talking long enough. Let's hike on the trail. Oh, this poor bridge has seen better days. Good morning. So the tent there, that was Baby Bear and Jaybird. So I got her name wrong. It's Jaybird, not Jay. So they're really nice. They're a couple hiking together. I wish Jerry and I could have done that. But who knows what the future holds. Maybe we'll get opportunity one day. It's pretty rocky. And pretty natty. I hate the gnats the worst. And they don't always like get in your face. Sometimes they just kind of get in your ear. I swear I feel like they bite you. All right, I'm gonna get off the phone. Get off the phone because there's all these wet rocks. Oh yeah. This area through here is pretty overgrown. It's almost kind of hard to see the trail. I can, it's right there, but yeah, I'm kind of glad I didn't stay here. I don't know. This area is just kind of, there's a campsite over there, it looks like. All right, well, there's a blaze. I guess this is the trail here. What's weird is, that's a trail. Maybe I got turned around somehow. I swear there was a blaze. No, there's a blaze right over there, I can see it. It's weird, the trail comes out to here, so what's that? I don't know. But it doesn't even show like turning. I must have gotten off trail by accident. Well, this is the trail, which is much better than what I was on. Oh man, I mean that's the thing. I mean sometimes you see a blaze and then if you're not like really paying attention, or if the blaze isn't right, like you don't have a directional sign or something, it's easy to get turned around on the trail. But thank goodness I didn't get too turned around. Apparently I was the only one who done that because there was definitely like tracks where you could tell people had walked along where I was. Some more sun rays. That's really pretty. Almost looks like smoke. I don't do this very often just because I try to conserve my energy, but I try to film going up. The nice thing, at least in Pennsylvania, about even if you have a steep up, usually once you get to the top of the up, you're just walking a ridge line the rest of the day. So, it's not too bad. Whereas I think like in New York, it's like straight up and down the whole time. From what I could see on the elevation. Over there looks like what appears to be a pretty nice campsite area. Hard to tell for sure, but I mean, you'd have to carry your water a little bit because there's no water here. But it looked like it. That's what it is. Hard to tell. Just went over that. I think we're getting close to Dan's pulpit. And I don't know what pulpit means. I need to Google. I mean, I kind of know what the word means, but I guess I meant like for the trail. What does it mean? Got a lot of rocks to go over. Can you see it? Alright, I think this is Dan's pulpit. It's not quite as nice a place to take a break as I thought. I mean, the rocks don't look that inviting to sit on. So I might wait just a little bit. Alright, I think we're going up that way, I think. I can't really see a blaze for sure. Maybe it's this way. Looks like a faint blaze there. I don't really know. Oh well. Alright, over there. And going that way. Another pretty good stretch of rocks. All the way down there. It's not all just the big rocks. My saying is, if there's ground, it's pretty easy to walk around. These are my least favorite rocks, just because it's hard to walk around them because there's so many, but they're pointed, so you end up stepping on a lot of the pointed rocks, and it hurts your feet. been a lot of this kind of rock lately. I'll just walk on the ground because the ground has the pony. I think I'm gonna have me a little break right here. This looks like a pretty nice spot. So it's a little too early for lunch. So it's just like 10:30. But I'm 5 miles. So what time did I start? I started like around 7, a little after 7. Not very much, pretty much 7. So 3.5 hours to do 5 miles. But I mean, there's a lot of rock scrambles, and of course, you know, I stop and video, so that takes me a little longer. But so I've got like 8.5 miles to get to that campsite, or a little over 12, or 12 something to get to the Baked Knob shelter, or you know, in that vicinity. The only thing is, like I said, it's 10:30. I don't know. I mean, normally 12 miles would be very doable from this point, but because there's been so many rocks out, and then there's 2 like kind of harder sections, like Baked Knob is fairly hard rocky wise, and then Knife's Edge is supposed to be like pretty tricky according to what I read on Gut Hooks. Like it says, pretty much if you don't have very good balance, it's a challenge, and so that'll be interesting. So I'm just thinking that's going to take me a while, and I mean, unless I just get these 8 miles out quicker than I think, but truthfully, it's not looking that way. I mean, so far the day's been pretty rocky. I mean, there's been a few sections, like really short sections that weren't very rocky, but for the most part, yeah, it's been quite a bit of rock. So the second part is I was kind of hoping to get a little bit more miles in, so I had less tomorrow for a Nero. But I mean, at the worst tomorrow it would be 10 miles. Of course, that's like I said, doing the Knife's Edge and all that. I guess at worst I could just stop early and like camp, and then just go into town the next day. Like, you know, if it's gonna be like too late in the day, I don't know. I mean, the only reason I say that is because I hate to take a Nero too late in the day, because if I'm going to take a Nero, if I'm going to spend money on a hostel or whatever, I want to be able to do my laundry, shower, and upload videos. And that's what I want to be able to do. So, and I'm like almost behind again on videos. So, anyway, that's the thought process in my head right now. I'm going to eat a little bit here. Oh, and then water is like pretty sparse today. It's like, there's just not that many water sources. But supposedly there's like jugs at Baked Knob parking lot. I don't know. I may probably just better to play it safe. I want to look at the weather. I want to make sure it's not going to rain tomorrow, because I really don't want to go over any rocks in rain if I can help it. So, I mean, like, I've been really lucky. Like, I haven't had like really any rain in the rocks in Pennsylvania, which has been awesome, and it makes it so much easier. So, yeah. All right, I'm gonna eat something. I'm hungry. All right, this is the snack of the day. Well, at least one of the snacks. Peanut butter and Cliff. And I did go ahead and take my shoes off, because why not? Well, I just ate a little snack, and I got some good news. I was like on the app, and 6.5 miles from now, there is a restaurant, and I can get food right off the trail. Yay! And I can fill my water, so that's pretty cool. And someone also put on there that basically after the shelter that's coming up in like 2.5 miles, it's pretty much like a forest road. So like it's pretty easy hiking. It's basically pretty easy hiking for like 4 miles. And then after that, I've decided, so since I'm going to go to the restaurant, I'll probably spend a little time there eating and all that. I'm going to just go to the new Chipotle, whatever it is, campsite, because there is a water source there. And then there's like not water for a while tomorrow. And you got to go through Knife's Edge and all that, which is pretty difficult. And it'll probably take me, like, I'll probably be going like a mile an hour if I'm lucky. So, yeah, I think it's just better to go ahead and stop there. Have water available to camel up in the morning and fill up really good. And then if I can get through all of that stuff tomorrow at a decent time, then I'll just go ahead and Nero. If it looks like it's going to be pretty late in the day before I can get to Palmerton, I'm just going to like stay at the shelter or a campsite or something, and then just do like a couple miles into Palmerton tomorrow. And there's like a resupply, like grocery store, and there's a hostel. It's actually a restaurant. It has a hostel. It's called Bert's Restaurant. So anyway, that's the plan, and I'm pretty happy with it. And then even more good news is pretty much after tomorrow, I have like 3 days left of Pennsylvania. Oh yeah. I have to look at the mileage. I'm not doing very big miles lately, but it is Pennsylvania, and there is a lot of rocks, and it really does slow me down, and it's okay. So it's all good. Yeah, so that's the update so far. Got some rocks and a tree. So as much as I'm not a fan of all of this just foliage, I mean this, like, whatever you call this stuff, overgrown foliage, I guess. I don't know what you call it. Anyway, as much as I'm not a fan of it, I am glad it's here for the simple fact that it's flipping hot today. Well, it's been pretty flipping hot most days, but like this week, it's particular is like over, the real feel is over 100. Today, I think the temperature is like 92 or something, or 94, but the real feel is 100, and it feels like it. Whoa, see, I hate it when the rocks are wobbly. That is not good. Anyway, I'm almost to the shelter, and then I'm hoping, according to it's supposed to be just like a road walk. Gosh, I hope so. Yeah, today's hike so far has definitely been very rocky. What's a rock? And yes, I know it's not the worst of the rocks in Pennsylvania. I know it's not the worst of the rocks on the AT. Okay? But it's where I'm at now, and I'm living in the moment. And the moment is a lot of rocks. Thank goodness there's a little path here. Now this is what I'm talking about. I want the big rocks like this. I could do this now. Come on. Poop. That didn't last. Alright, so I think this might be what is the forest road or whatever that that person was talking about on gut hooks. I mean, it's still very rocky, but it's a lot better. I'll take it over the alternative of just a bunch of big rocks you have to climb over. I'm hoping it smooths out a little bit more. Like, honestly, like these kind of rocks are no big deal, because it's easy to like walk faster. It's when you get these like kind of bigger rocks, it just slows me down. I mean, that's the biggest obstacle of it is, like, you know, you want to get there. I want to get there. Especially I want to get to the restaurant hungry. But like, and sadly I'm probably like still a couple hours away. So I think I've got like 4 miles. Oh well. As long as they're open, as long as they're serving food, I'm happy. See, now there's got to be some history here. I don't know what it is, but looks like history. Actually, I think this is an old logging road is what this is. So, yeah, well, it's a campsite for now. It's a pretty nice little campsite. Too bad there's not water here. Yeah. Forgot the name of what this road is. Forgot the name. Oh man, I can hear the road over here. And road means restaurant. And restaurant means food. Oh, man. So excited. Oh wait, why are we going away from the traffic? Oh, I'm sure it goes because the road probably goes around. But still. Just like 3/10 of a mile. So close. Restaurant. Oh man. So awesome. Oh man, stuff like this just makes my day. Oh, it makes hiking 100-degree heat. Where'd that? Look at this. We are open inside. Wednesday through Sunday. Today's Sunday. I could be in air conditioning. Oh my gosh. I could cry, I swear to God. Oh my God. This is so awesome. I'm telling you guys, if you're not hiking and you're just living your life every day, be so thankful for what you got. Because you miss it real fast when you don't have it anymore. You miss it. Yes. Yum. The mother lode. I am so full. I only have 2 miles to the campsite. But I'm full. And then there's And then there was a guy, a man and woman that stopped for Trail Magic. Gave me apple. It was pretty cool. So I have an apple for later because I'm not eating dinner for sure. So, so a cool thing is I was able to go on Amazon and order a down blanket. It's like 1 pound. It's really small. And that'll be much warmer than what I'm using right now. And I could get it Tuesday. And what was really cool is there is pickup locations. And you just pick the zip code. And there's one literally right in town that I'm going to. So my plan is that tomorrow I'm just going to hike to the shelter. Camp there. There's water there. Camp there, and then just go 2 miles, 2 more miles the next day, and just hitch a ride into Palmerton. There's a trail angel. Her name is Squeak, and you can stay at her house for like donations. like in her yard. I mean, I'd like to have a bed. So I'm being stick birds, but I think it's going to depend on whether or not I can get it in the hostel. So my understanding is there's a hostel, which is pretty nice. But then if that gets full, they have a garage. I don't want to stay in a garage. So I guess it's going to depend. So anyway, we'll see. But for now, I've got 2 miles to hike to get to the campground and to the campsite. And since I already tripped once and luckily didn't fall on my face, I'm gonna put my phone up. And I'll see you at the campsite. It's been a pretty nice hike so far. I'm almost there. This is nice. So, it's pretty close though. Maybe right here. Yeah, I think this is it. Oh, yep. Thank you for the sign. It's very helpful. There's a pretty view. And look, this is, oh, careful. This is the rocks. They're everywhere. And it's a lot of fun to carry a 2-liter water in your hand while you're hiking up rocks. Yeah. Yeah, so I was going to stay at the other campsite and it sucked. Like, it was really overgrown. It sucked. So I'm going to the next campsite. So Lucky was he was at the campsite. He was coming. He's like, not staying here. So I'm not going to stay there. I gotta go over this. This is going to suck carrying this thing. I wish I could attach it somehow. Figure that out. All right. I have my tent set up in what I believe to be the only not rocky spot. Yeah, there's like a little campfire ring. That one is sort of kind of not rocky. Yep. So tonight is going to be me attempting to sleep with just this foam pad. So we'll find out how that's going to go. Yeah. And Lucky was nice enough to let me borrow his sit pad. To help, you know, since I don't have much of a pad. And he had an extra jacket since I was like saying I was quite pretty cold. So, but I'm getting, I don't know if I already said this or not, but I'm getting a quilt Tuesday. I think I already said that. So that'll be nice. And then my hubby, Jerry, is going to send me my X-Lite. So I'll have that hopefully Tuesday too. Yeah, so it should be all good. All right. Well, I'm not going to eat dinner because I'm not hungry, but I do have this apple that I got for 12 magic. So I am going to eat that. And then it'll probably be pretty much time to turn in soon. So just want to say goodnight and see you all tomorrow.